At the end of each sprint, the Scrum process includes two vital routines, the sprint review and the retrospective. Each typically lasts around half a day, though their duration can vary based on the length of the sprint. These events are critical for ensuring that the team stays aligned, adapts to feedback, and continuously improves. Together, they embody the iterative nature of Agile and reinforce Scrum commitment to flexibility, transparency, and value delivery. The sprint review focuses on what the team has done in the previous sprint. This is a collaborative session involving the customer, the product owner, the Scrum Master, and of course, the development team. It is an opportunity for the team to showcase the work completed during the sprint, presenting the stories that meet the definition of done. In Scrum, done means the work is usable and meets the agreed-upon standards. For example, in software development, where Scrum originated, this might mean a feature is fully coded and can be tried by the customer. Indeed, the sprint review is a hands-on session where the customer can directly interact and test the delivered functionality. Returning to our MOOC platform example, the team might present completed stories such as the course catalog feature or the user registration functionality. The customer could test these features by registering as a user and browsing courses in real time. This interactive demonstration ensures that the customer sees the actual output of the sprint, making the feedback tangible and immediate. During the review, the customer has three options for each story. Accept the story if it meets the requirements and works as intended. Request a revision if minor adjustments are needed to align with expectations. Or reject the story if it doesn't meet the agreed-upon definition of done. Additionally, the sprint review is the moment to update the product backlog. Based on customer feedback, new items can be added, and existing ones can be reprioritized, refined, or even removed. For example, the customer might decide that advanced analytics are now more important than previously anticipated, elevating their priority in the backlog. Culturally, the sprint review emphasizes adaptability and openness. The development team should approach feedback with a mindset focused on maximizing the value for the customer. This requires letting go of personal attachment to specific ideas or solutions and embracing the evolving needs and perceptions by the customer. The retrospective, on the other hand, shifts the focus from the product to the process. This session involves only the development team and the Scrum Master, and is dedicated to reflecting on how the team worked during the sprint. Unlike the sprint review, which centers on external feedback, the retrospective is an internal dialogue aimed at improving the team's workflow and collaboration. The retrospective typically revolves around three key questions. What went well during the sprint? What could be improved? What can we do differently in the next sprint? A good practice is for the team members to answer the first two questions individually, sharing their perspective openly. For example, a developer might say that strong communication during the stand-up worked well, but unclear task descriptions in the sprint backlog caused delays. After everyone has shared their insights, the team collaboratively discusses the third question to agree on actionable changes. It is important to emphasize that the retrospective is not about evaluating the technical aspects of a project, such as whether the registration feature works as intended or not. Instead, it focuses on the team's process behaviors and collaboration dynamics. For example, the team might decide to improve how they clarify tasks during the sprint planning, or agree to experiment with holding stand-ups in the evening to better align with everyone's schedules. This reflective process is a cornerstone of Agile culture, fostering trust, openness, and a commitment to continuous improvement. The Scrum Master plays a pivotal role here, not as a manager, but as a coach, guiding the team through the discussion and helping them identify practical improvements. For example, If a team struggles with consistently completing their sprint commitments, the Scrum Master might suggest revising how they estimate effort during sprint planning. The retrospective is a powerful alignment moment, strengthening the team's cohesion and reinforcing the principles of agility. By regularly reflecting on their processes, the team builds resilience and adaptability, ensuring they remain responsive to both internal and external changes. It is worth reflecting on how the retrospective differs from the closing phase in traditional project management. In traditional approaches, reflection typically happens at the end of the entire project, often through a formal review or lessons learned session, which make them viable for future projects. While valuable, this retrospective feedback comes too late to influence the project itself. In contrast, the Scrum retrospective happens at the end of every sprint, enabling the team to apply improvements immediately in the next cycle. This iterative approach ensures that the team evolves continuously, delivering better outcomes both for the project and for themselves. In summary, the sprint review and retrospective are essential routines of each sprint. The sprint review focuses on external feedback and on adapting the product to meet the customer needs, while the retrospective emphasizes internal reflection and improving the team's processes. Together, they embody Scrum's commitment to continuous improvement, adaptability, and collaboration. These routines are not just checkpoints, they are the foundation for building a culture of agility and excellence.